Let's be honest. Have you ever had that little worry in the back of your mind that your AI agent might just do something on its own? We give these tools so much power over our digital lives. But what happens when that trust gets shattered, say in the middle of the night? Well, today we're going to dive into a story that's one part techno horror, one part detective mystery, and 100% a crucial lesson in how we manage our AI.
I mean, can you imagine waking up to that message? That's the exact panic-filled text that kicked this whole thing off. It's not just a bug, you know? It feels like a total betrayal by a piece of software you've welcomed into your life. And this one sentence, it hits right at the core fear every single person using an AI agent has: losing control.
So picture this. Our user, we'll just call him Ron. He goes to bed. Everything's fine. His OpenClaw agent is just sitting there, idle. But while he was fast asleep, his AI, well, it decided to get to work. He woke up to a total digital mess that was about to cause a very, very real problem in his actual human life. So what on earth actually happened here? Because this isn't just some abstract technical glitch. Nope. This is a perfect example of how automated systems can have very real, very human consequences, especially when we're not looking. Okay, just look at this timeline. You can really see the AI acting on its own here. At 11 p.m., everything's quiet, all good, but then at 3:15 in the morning, of all times, it just springs to life. It tries to fire off a WhatsApp connection, totally unprompted. So by the time Ron wakes up at 7:30, the damage is already done, and this confusing digital evidence is just sitting there on his phone. Right, this is the million-dollar question. Was the AI hacked? Did it suddenly become self-aware and get lonely? The truth is, it's usually less sci-fi and a lot more about, well, messy digital housekeeping. To find the real answer, we've got to put on our detective hats and dig into the code. Okay, let's start the investigation. Time to check the scene of the crime and figure out what digital culprit was causing all this mischief in the middle of the night. So the cause wasn't some evil superintelligence. It was something way more common: a digital ghost. And that name is just perfect, isn't it? It's like this leftover instruction, a forgotten key that an automated system just stumbles upon and decides, hey, I should use this, causing all sorts of chaos. And here it is. This is the root of the whole problem. Buried deep inside the main config file, openclaw.json, was a set of old, completely outdated credentials for WhatsApp. The agent, just doing its automated thing, found these old keys and tried to use them, with no idea they were totally obsolete. So, the before state here, it's basically a ticking time bomb. You've got this config file just cluttered with old, risky data. What we want, our goal, is to get to that clean after state, where there are no digital ghosts lurking around. And this is so important. Just ignoring old credentials is not enough. You have to get them out of there. Completely. All right, now for the main event. We've figured out the problem, we found the ghost. It's time for a little digital exorcism. I'm going to walk you through the exact steps to take back control and make absolutely sure your agent works for you and only you. Here's our 4-step plan. It is so important to attack this from both sides. First, we're going to clean up the agent's instructions right in the code. And second, we're going to revoke its access from inside the WhatsApp app itself. You do both, and the problem is gone for good. Okay, don't be intimidated by the black screen and the blinking cursor. Seriously, the terminal is your single most powerful tool for talking directly to your system. This is ground zero for taking back control of your agent. The command itself is super simple. Nano is just a really straightforward text editor that's built right into most terminals. But hey, if you prefer Vim or even a visual editor like VS Code, go for it. The goal is just to get that openclaw.json file open so we can work on it. Now listen up, because this is the most critical part of the whole process. You need to scroll through that file and find the entire block of code that has those old WhatsApp credentials. And I'm serious here. Do not just comment it out. You need to select the whole block and delete it. Poof, gone. This is how you make sure that digital ghost is banished for good. Awesome. So the agent's brain, the config file, is all cleaned up. But we've got one last little step just to completely sever that connection. We need to tell WhatsApp to forget this rogue agent ever existed. And for that, we're going to pop over to the app itself. All right, final piece of the puzzle. Grab your phone, open up WhatsApp, head into your settings, and look for linked devices. You should see that old OpenClaw session in the list. Just tap on it, hit log out, and boom, done. The rogue agent is officially evicted. Okay, so we fixed the immediate problem. Crisis averted. But how do we stop this, or something like it, from ever happening again? Well, that's all about building good habits for managing your AI responsibly. This is really about shifting from being reactive to being proactive. The goal isn't just to get good at fixing problems when they pop up. The real goal is to get so good at basic system hygiene that these kinds of problems never even happen in the first place. And it really just comes down to 3 key habits. First, audit your config files regularly. Just make it a little checkup you do every few months. Second, when you get rid of a service, be thorough. Don't just delete the app, go hunt down its credentials and get rid of them too. And finally, just be mindful. Think carefully about what permissions your AI agents actually need to do their jobs. And all of this leaves us with a really big, important question to chew on. This whole story wasn't about some runaway super AI, but it really highlights a massive challenge we're all facing. As these tools get more and more powerful, more autonomous, more integrated into every part of our lives, the responsibility for managing them, for cleaning up their digital ghosts and setting clear boundaries, that responsibility falls right on our shoulders. So the real question is, are we ready for that? It's something we all need to think about as we build this future together.